This is our bacteria overview figure. In this video, we'll be discussing Staphylococcus aureus, which you can see right here. This scene will take place back during the time of the wizards and dragons. Our main character in this scene will be the wizard guy, who we'll call Merlin. Merlin was minding his business in this little village when out of nowhere, a powerful dragon dropped out of the sky and began burning up the place. As you can see, Merlin has a magical staff in his hand that he's using to defend the village. The staff in Merlin's hand is our symbol for Staph aureus. So staff for Staph aureus. If you look over at the left side of the image, you can see that we've included a purple hue to the image. Just like in other images, this is to help you remember that Staph aureus is a gram-positive organism. This is a gram stain of Staphylococci organisms. First off, notice that the organism stains purple, which is why it's a gram-positive organism. And second, notice that the bacteria are circular or cocci-shaped, and that they form little clusters or groups. This type of morphology is unique to Staphylococci. Okay, moving on, notice that we've added a cat to the image. This is Merlin's loyal cat, and it's our symbol for catalase, because cat sounds like catalase. For all of the organisms that are catalase positive, we've included a cat in the image. And if the organism is catalase negative, then we haven't included a cat in the image. This is why in all of our Streptococcus videos, you'll recall that we didn't mention a cat. Streptococci are catalase negative. So again, cat for catalase positive. This is a picture demonstrating the catalase test, which we covered in more detail in section 7, which was our video on listeria. Recall that the bubbles right here indicate that the organism is catalase positive. Okay, next, notice that we've shown Merlin standing next to a bay. Just like in other pictures, the bay here is our symbol for beta hemolytic. So Staph aureus is beta hemolytic. This is a figure of the 3 types of hemolysis, which we covered in more detail in the listeria video. Again, beta hemolysis looks like this. Notice the clearing zone of hemolysis surrounding the colony, right here. In the image, you'll notice that we've now added a very tall man mounted on the dragon. This is Merlin's nemesis, and he's come riding on the dragon to fight Merlin and burn down the village. We've shown this man very close to the viewer's perspective to make him look taller than everyone else in the image. Tall man sounds kind of like mannitol, so he'll be our symbol for mannitol fermentation. So Staph aureus ferments mannitol. This is an image of a mannitol fermentation test. Mannitol salt agar contains a high sodium chloride content and the sugar mannitol, which together act as a selective medium. The agar also has a pH-sensitive dye. Therefore, when organisms ferment mannitol, the acidic waste product causes the pH-sensitive dye to turn yellow. So from the image above, we can conclude that the organisms growing on the pink part of the plate right here must be able to grow in the presence of a high sodium chloride content, but that they do not ferment mannitol. The organisms growing on the yellow part of the plate right here can also grow in the presence of a high sodium chloride content, but they can also ferment mannitol, which is why this side of the plate is yellow.